Premier League insider David Ornstein, who's all set and ready at Old Trafford ahead of the derby a little bit later. We'll get to Manchester United shortly, David, but I would love to start with Everton. We've talked a lot about them this morning. The timeline over these charges from the Premier League, over the financial situation at Everton, it's difficult to see when and what will happen. Could you fill us in with some context?
Yeah, the headline is that the Commission, an independent panel hearing into their alleged breach of financial fair play, profits and sustainability rules, has concluded. It did towards the back end of last week, and we would expect an outcome, certainly Everton would, in the next few weeks, maybe inside a month. So we should get a conclusion one way or the other in not too long. Now, exactly what that will be is unclear because this process is shrouded in secrecy. There are very vague details as to what exactly Everton have been charged with, other than a breach during the 3-year cycle leading up to the 2021 to 22 season. And clubs are permitted to lose £105 million. Everton are said to have lost £372 million. But they argue that there were mitigating circumstances, such as the COVID pandemic and the effect that that had on their ability to sign and sell players and run a sustainable business. They believe that they worked hand in glove with the Premier League throughout this process. They complied. They've been transparent, and they don't believe they committed a breach. And if they did, they want it to be deemed a small breach. Well, the Premier League, as you've talked about, want a 12-point deduction. But that's what they want. It doesn't mean that the independent panel will grant that. And so the consensus among people I speak to around this is that a compromise might be reached of a lower points deduction, if one at all, because we don't know that there will be one at all. And both sides have the ability to appeal against that decision. In and amongst this, you have claims of political influence from government, with the independent regulator set to come in. You have pressures allegedly from other clubs such as Burnley and Leeds United, who have voiced their displeasure in the past. And this will be a big test for the Premier League and its teeth, how strong it will be in financial fair play cases. And many people say, well, what about Manchester City then? Their case has gone quiet. I would just say that these situations are very different. Everton have their takeover process going on in the background, with the American firm S trying to buy the club. The owners and directors test with the Premier League, the FA and the Financial Conduct Authority is ongoing, and this FFP case will have a bearing on that. So will Everton's league status. So the stakes are incredibly high. One little bit of news for you as well, that Abdoulaye Doucouré is close to signing a new contract with Everton. It will extend him from 2024 to 2025 with the option of a further year, which shows that on the ground at Everton, it's business as usual.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And for even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock. And be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend on USA Network and on Peacock. We will see you there.